People get ready by the impressions. Today we're breaking it down in the fingerstyle on the guitar, and if you're new to this, it's a good first song because it's just an 8-measure verse with a little 2-bar intro that repeats the whole time. Printable tabs, becoming a Patreon for this and all our guitar lessons, links in the notes. My email's in the description if you want some one-on-one lessons. New guitar tutorials every single Monday, so if you're a fan of fingerstyle, the impressions, or just this content in general, go ahead and hit subscribe and thumbs up if you're a fan of fingerstyle. It helps the algorithm and it lets me know what you want to learn. Guitar, brain, attention span, got all three. Follow me on in and let's break it down. Intro first, we're playing this in the key of C. It was recorded in the key of D and then slowed down a little bit. So it's actually the recording somewhere between D and D flat. If you want to get a little closer, you can put a capo on the 1st or 2nd fret. We're just playing in the key of C. Starting off with 6 intervals here. 5th fret of the D string, 5th fret of the B using your middle and your ring finger. From there, you're going to go to 7 with your middle finger, remove your ring finger, index finger on the 6th fret, back to 5-5. All the way down here to 1 and 2, which comes from the A minor. And these are horns playing this part, but they match the melody. The people get ready, there's a train down. So after that, on the offbeat, you're going to play the 2nd fret of the G string, open, and then 2nd fret again, before fretting an F chord. So that first measure. Now, with the F chord here, I'm harmonizing this low F note with the C note, 1st fret of the B string. If you're on an acoustic, or you just can't really do that bar chord, you could do this F fret and harmonize it with the 3rd fret of the D string instead. That'll work just fine and be significantly easier. Also with this F, if you want to harmonize more of the chord than just these two, feel free to pinch more strings or even strum all the way down to that C note. We're just going to play these two. Then on the 2nd beat, 2nd fret, make a C chord and then strum with your thumb just the 4 middle strings. Okay, so the 2nd measure is 1, 2, and the whole thing together, nice and slow, counting it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and. One more time. Okay, and now we're into the verse. The verse is just an 8-bar loop that repeats through the whole song. So this is a great first fingerstyle song for you to learn because there's not much to commit to memory. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first 4 measures. First measure, let's make a C. We're going to pinch thumb on the bass, and these 2 fingers will pinch the B and the E strings together. 1, your index finger will drop down, grab the 1st fret, then go back up, and we're going to pinch the bass and the melody again. This time only the high E. On the offbeat, make your A minor, bass note on the A string, melody the 1st note of the B string. By holding that A minor down, you'll hit the bass again, 2nd fret of the G string, and then on the and before changing, you'll hammer open to 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Next measure is an F, and here we're going to play both the B with our middle finger and our index finger on the G string while we hit the bass. If that's too much, again, you can use this shape, that's not a problem, and just play 3, 2, 1. That works great too. Okay, so we get. Then on the 2nd beat, 2nd fret, going to the C this time, but it's a C with an add 9. It's a C add 9 because we have that D note in there. So we're going to play 3 on the B string with our pinky and bass 3rd fret of the A string. Back to a regular C, and you're going to play both the B and the E string like we did earlier. The melody's the high E, just so you know. And then we're going to hit that open G with our index finger before we change. as 2 measures. So the second measure, nice and slow, would be the third measure looks a lot like the first measure. In fact, the first 2 beats are the same. You get 1 and 2. But here, when we go to the A minor, it's a little different because it's not 0-1, it's 0-3. So that D note is finding its way in there again. Then you go to 0-1. It's nice. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Same little ending, you'll hit the 0-2, hammer on with the middle finger, G string on the offbeat, then you're gonna make an F and you're gonna go boop, boop, doop, boop. And I'm plucking low bass. Again, you can do this one. And the B with my middle finger and the G with my index finger. Doot, doot. And I just give it this little tap, little tappy poo. And switch to C and I pluck the same strings. B with my middle finger, index finger on the G, bass on the A this time though instead of the E note. So you get. You could also strum that C again there too if you like that sound. Or okay, then before it turns over, there's a little 1 hammer 3 on the B string on the offbeat. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a boom, doop, boom. We start off here with that same idea with the C. And then we're going to hit the 3rd fret, though, with our ring finger, because then we're going to make 3 on both the E string and the G string and slide up to 5. Woo! Woo! Open G. And then we will play the open G again with the A on the bass, because now we're on the 4th beat, so it's and 4 and then on the and there you're gonna hammer on with your middle finger 2nd fret, so you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 do do do. Look at the second measure now. For the second measure, we're gonna start off with the F, the same as we've done, same option 2. We're gonna go 1 2 and then our C add 9. Same as the second measure in the first half of the verse. 1, 2, and we're gonna get to that 3, 1, 0 that we've seen a couple times. So this measure, counting it slowly, is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then we go. Using our 6th again, all the way up here, 10, 10, again on the B and the D strings, middle ring, over to 9 and 8, which is middle and index, 1 and 2, down to 5, 5, 3, 3, and that is where there's a little rest, and then we'll hit this 1, 2 down there, so we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a boo boo doop boo. Same little O2 movement, and then F F mute C or F. Oops, sorry, I'm not used to this shape. Or F F mute C. Or you could do the F F mute C or the F F mute C. I like the do do boot do the most, or do do boot do. While I'm playing it throughout the piece, I'll mix those two up. So these, nice and slow. 1 and 2 and. So these, nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 into the horn piece, because the horn piece works as a little intermission between all the verses. Those last four, one more time. Okay, let's put the whole thing together from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you would just repeat that as many times as you want. C minor pentatonic would also work great for some fills. All right, from the top, one time. Okay, so from the top, one time. And that would be it. And you would just play through that circle if you want to, as many times as you want. People get ready. Fingerstyle. Great first tune if you're just new to this style. Hope you dig it. From the top, one time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you have it. That's People Get Ready. I hope you dig it. You could just play that as many times as you want. You just do the little horn intro and then take it back to the top. And that's how you play it. I hope you dig it. Great song. When you finish it the last time through, if you want to as well, over the F and that C, you can really slow it down and do something like... those last two measures, by kind of slowing them down like that, it'll add a little dramaticism and some dynamics to the end of the tune. People get ready. Thanks for watching. Curtis Mayfield was such a beast, such an underrated guitar player. And this particular song, if you listen to some of the riffs in it, had a massive influence on players like Jimi Hendrix. If you want to add some spice to it, C major pentatonic will sound great, and also try to target some of those chord tones or the notes in the underlying harmony, like this little bow, bow, bow. That's a C note and an A note from the F chord to C and G from the C chord. So C major pentatonic, target those chord tones, double stop sound great, and think about resolution. Think about finishing it with that C and G. That also helps a lot. There you go, folks. If you want to learn more about soloing, I know a great channel, Tenthumbsproductions, New Guitar on Monday. Subscribe and learn. New guitar every single Monday. We do ukulele Wednesday and Saturday. Come learn with us. Become a Patreon, tabs for each lesson, and it will accelerate your learning as well. And until next time, rock and roll. Have a lovely day. Life is good. Catch you on the flip side.